All right, today let's cover some jumping fundamentals. All right, number one, your greatest jump trajectory lift on the cue ball is going to be between a 45-degree elevation and a 70-degree elevation. Okay, you don't want to go higher than that. I see a lot of players really struggle and they try to put a lot into it and they think that the higher they go, the better chance they're going to get to lift that cue ball up. No, you're going to miss the shot most likely with most jump cues. You're going to miss the shot if you're above 70 degrees. All right. I'm 4 inches here from my object ball, my blocker ball. I got 4 inches. I'm going to do a simple dart stroke. Okay. I'm going to find the balance point, which is right there. I'm going to go about an inch or two back. All right. And this is going to be my dart stroke. I'm using a bridge. I don't want to use an air bridge. It's hard to control. It's not very accurate. You want to get a right here. Okay. So I'm just going to get a little pop. It doesn't need to be difficult. All right, you don't need to get real high on it. It's just a simple little pop. All right. Number two, this is important. Always strike through the center of the cue ball. All right. If this was a cupcake, you want to go slice that cupcake in half. You want to go right through the core of the cupcake. Unless you're trying to do a specialized top spin jump or a backspin, an extreme backspin jump, you want to go a little lower, but those are more difficult. Generally, you want to go through the core of the cue ball. So no matter where you are, if you're 70 or if you're 45, you want to be visualizing going through the core of the cue ball. Okay? All right. So just like this again, I'm going to hit the core. Oh, we just missed the shot, but that's okay. So we're just talking about jumping fundamentals here. Number three, only jump as high as you need to. Okay? All right, so you don't always have to go dart stroke, especially not for long ones. You don't want to. You lose accuracy, okay? This one, I'll still do a dart stroke. No, I won't. I'll do a regular one, okay? Regular shot. I'm still going to go through the core of that cue ball. All right, and we got her in there. Only jump as high as you need to, So you can do a dart stroke like this too and still make this shot. I'm only about 45 degrees. Oh, just missed it. But that's okay. Let's try that one again. I'm going low on purpose just to show you that you can still get lift on it at about 45 degrees here, okay? And here we go. There we go. So 45 to 50 degrees and you still get plenty of lift on that cue ball, all right? Number four, focus in on the object ball right before you strike. Okay, so I want to focus in on this 9 ball right before I strike. Okay, here we go. Bang. My eyes were fixed on that 9 ball. Okay, that's what I was focusing on. All right, number 5, do your aiming before you get into the shot. Okay, so now I'm doing my aiming. I got my shooting line set up. I know I'm just going to cut this just a little bit. Okay, now I'm looking at where I want to strike the cue ball. I want to go through the center of it. Okay, I look at the object ball. I look at the cue ball. I look at the object ball. I look at the cue ball. Now, the last thing I do is look at the cue ball. The scratched, but talking about jumping fundamentals here. Okay, all right. So you don't always need to put so much into the shot. All right, don't just keep it simple. Don't struggle too hard. All right, these shots are all quite simple. All right, even this one. All right, there's no big deal there. Okay, so here's an example of a few other, we have long shots and full table shots, and there's some examples of using 3/4 size cues. This is a 40-inch size jump cue, but I have an extension which brings it out to about 45 inches. And sometimes I use full cues. Check it out.